We're sitting here now with head coach David Hastings. Dave, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Jeff first off, because I want to hear from you as well. You guys had a big win today, 88-59, but what are some things that you guys did very well today that you hope to continue going into the playoffs?
It's almost the same thing I'm saying every time I talk to you. If we rebound the ball, we don't have turnovers, and we get the extra pass on the offense. 17 assists to 7 turnovers. Right now, if you look on the NCAA website, I think we're number 3 in the Division III for a turnovers to assist ratio. And then rebounding. The Oos from Rick is one of the best rebounders in the country. And, he did well today, but he certainly didn't do what he did to us down at their place. So, yeah, we continue to move the ball on offense. Everybody gets to eat. Four guys, 5 guys in double figures again. We're an unselfish team, man. We're just getting it. Who's up next? Who wants the ball? Who's going to shoot?
Yes, and we honored 3 seniors today, 2 of them players, and one of them being a student assistant. What do you have to say about some of those guys?
Yeah, student assistant coach. I like to add that. Nicky, he's not a manager of the team. He's a coach of the team. He does a great job. He can come in and work out the guys. The information he provides for us when he's on the bench. He knows certain tasks that are his. He does a phenomenal job of that. When I said earlier he's a recruiting coordinator, Nicky gets around. He knows a lot of people. Last summer he worked camp at Kansas, Providence, and I think Marquette. So Nicky will go anywhere. He meets people. He finds out how to get stuff done. Zoe, I just wish I had him for more than 1 year. Zoe's a really tough matchup for anybody. When you think about a guy that's got that kind of length and yet he has guard skills. And then Jeff, what do you say about Jeff? I could talk forever about him. I think the biggest thing about Jeff is the person that he is. It's not about his basketball. That kid is unique. The podcast that he gets on with different people, I sit down and listen to him, and he's special. He's a really special guy. You see him out here with everybody with a smile on his face. So, yeah, it's going to be a big loss. Absolutely. I don't know what more to say about that.
So we actually have one more question for you today. Coming off a really, really tough loss to WestCon, you guys had some pretty dominant wins after that. Did a game like that light a fire underneath you guys, or did you guys just look at it and say, we can build from this, or do you think a lot of those guys took it personally?
Great question. We shouldn't have lost that game. We shot 31% from the field. We normally shoot 46, 47%. We shot 62% from the free throw line. On the season, we shoot 75%. We just need to make a couple baskets. I think I said that night. We did everything I asked them to do. Don't turn the ball over and out-rebound them. So I don't know if I'm going to fire as much as it kind of brought them back to reality that it can happen at any time. All the players got cold. Since then, we've been doing some different things in practice. And they know. The only game promised right now is one more. We say there's 8 games left if you want to get through the LEC tournament all the way to the NCAA tournament. 7 games. But right now you have 1 game promised. This morning I said, you only have 2 games promised. You got this and 1 more because of the tournament. So we'll see where it goes. Hopefully they're taking it all seriously. And, it's funny. I try to preach to them that when they get to be my age, they'll see how quick time goes by. The season's all over already. We're into some stuff that you can't match. And you never get it back again once you go past that point.
You just raised up a good point. I have one more question. Sorry to drag this on a little bit, but you mentioned that win brought them back to reality. You were around last year for when they made that deep run, when they only lost 1 game in the regular season. Do you think that a loss to a team like that is important going into the playoffs because it keeps your guys more grounded?
I left that night and we had the event for former Coach Colbert, and a lot of people talk about that. I don't know if I'm a person that believes a loss is ever good, but there's always points about that yes, it makes them understand that at any point you can get beat. So I guess I would err on the side of, I think it helped. Practices were more intense. Obviously the last 2 games on the court have been pretty dramatic for the way we're playing. We're doing everything that we want. So, yeah, I think it was good. Do I believe we'll see WestCon again in the LEC championship? There's a likelihood of that, but you got to remember, Dartmouth did beat them during the season. So, I talked to Coach Batiste the other day, and I said, you got a shot at it. You already did it once. Just a matter of do you do it a second time.
All right, well, thank you so much, Coach.
I appreciate you guys as
No
always.
problem.
Good luck on Thursday.
Thank you. Good luck.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
The final score for the men today, 88-59 win. The next time we'll see them in this gym is on Thursday for the LEC semifinal. I'm Logan Pronto. Alongside me is JJ LeBlanc. And from all of us at Owls Media Network, please have a great rest of your day.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.